I grew up during the anti-communist years by Chiang Kai-shek. I also saw the Red Army enter Beijing in 1949 February. I was on the street, welcomed them to the Beijing street. As a young high school kid, just graduated, ready to go to college. And the young people in China was all hope a communist Chinese can do better for the future of China. Because everybody was disappointed with Chiang Kai-shek's selfish motive. During those years, everybody like me in high school studied Mao Zedong's writing on the new democracy. I have no idea what it is, but we just read it, the booklet on new democracy in high school. Our teachers, they were underground party members. They told us the future of China is in the hands of Mao Zedong. When you are in high school, after that kind of whatever you call it, propaganda or indoctrination, you have to believe what they say. But I was just because I want to go to study in the U.S. So I left in April 1949. It took me 2 weeks from Beijing by horse cart, truck, bicycle to reach to Qingdao. At that time, Qingdao was still belonged to Kuomintang control. From Qingdao, I flew to Shanghai, and then I flew to Taiwan, and then I flew to Hong Kong. I flew to U.S. 49 September. I'm still here today. I saw the China with warlord fighting each other. My father was one of the warlord's top generals, Zhang Zhuolin and Zhang Shiliang. And when I reached to Hong Kong, I was so lucky, able to see the Chinese airline, civil aviation airline manager. He worked for my father. He said, I sell you a ticket half price, $600 US. I bought a ticket from Hong Kong, flew to San Francisco. It took me 3 days to fly over to San Francisco. When I get to San Francisco, I couldn't believe, I saw the Golden Gate Bridge. It was so impressive. This is America. I couldn't believe my eyes. I love America since 1949, September. And then a Catholic priest met me at the airport. He took me to San Francisco, Chinatown. We had a good Chinese lunch. That I will never forget. I love America since I've been here, San Francisco. But I got a scholarship in New York, Manhattan College, a Catholic college for boys. I was lucky, able to have that kind of opportunity. And I'm still here today, 70 years later, and talk to Dr. Dixon, Ambassador Paul, and Ariane Yu. And this is the country, the best in the world. I'm not trying to say something else. I think, I don't know how many people like me have this kind of experience. I was also going back in China in 72, June, with a request by Ambassador John Holdridge. He was the White House NSC's advisor. I actually go to China to build a new exchange relationship. I did. Then I was really see the real China in 72. So poor, so people get starved. In June 72, I traveled to Shenzhen, nothing but a fishing village. And then I traveled to Guangzhou, nothing but Chairman Mao's quotations. We must liberate Taiwan. Big posters. A POA carried a rifle. We must liberate Taiwan. 我们一定要解放台湾. That was 1972 June. So I went to Guangzhou. From Guangzhou, I flew to Changsha, Hangzhou, and then from Hangzhou, I took a train. I like to eat handmade egg fried rice on the train, dining car. So I went to Shanghai. Oh, Shanghai was much different than Guangzhou. Because I was in Shanghai from 1939 to 1941 during the World War II. I lived in French concession. It was much poorer than 1939. I said, this is the way for China to continue. I met a professor from Fudan University. And then the professor at Fudan, Professor Tang, was a Cornell PhD in genetics. He asked me, Mr. Wang, if you can help us, give us, our young people, a chance to go to the U.S. to see the new America. So I did. I went to Beijing. I met another American educator, professor of physics at Beida, Professor Zhou Peiyuan. He also understood, Mr. Wang, please help our young people go to U.S. to learn something really new so we can make a better China. I did. I come back. I told everything to State Department, the White House. I gave a lot of speeches throughout. And later on, the first group of Chinese students came over here, 80 students. That's the beginning of a new China. The Chinese students came here, mostly scientists. But this is my personal experience. And the Chinese today, I think Xi Jinping, he had no experience through this kind of a socialist 100 years. I saw the up and downs, how China is so poor. Now China is now one of the most powerful countries in Asia. I think, I hope America can work with China to develop a better relation for both countries.